Hello fellow Simas, this is SamiSima and welcome to my channel. So I have a speed build for you guys and I'm sorry it took so long, but my son and I have been suffering from the flu and I still have the flu a little bit, but I felt so bad that I haven't released anything on my channel for a couple days, so I thought, you know what, just suck it up, get it done, and then it's done and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. You can definitely see that in the build I am sick because I do some really weird things with this build, things that I wouldn't normally do. And I don't know, I kind of like how it turned out. This house made a story for itself, really. The type of family I imagine living in this home would be a couple with their 2 children and then a grandparent, and you'll see which room I feel is most suited for the grandparent. You'll see. You'll get to see. So this house has a very modern feel to it. And it's funny because I wasn't really planning on doing that, but it is what I'm most comfortable with, so I was just like, screw it, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna decorate this house the way I want to decorate it, and no one can tell me otherwise. I had such problems with those roofs, getting them to like mold together, so I keep like leaving it alone and then coming back to it trying to fix it, and I do eventually fix it, so that's a good thing. And yeah, so I did go with the black theme again. I did black windows and doors in my other build, or did I? Now I can't remember. Maybe I did white doors and I was thinking of doing black and then I changed my mind. But all of the doors in this build are black and the windows are black. And it's kind of just a personal preference. All of the doors in my house are black and I just think it looks so good. And the black doors from Get Together actually have a silver knob. So that's why I really like them, because the white doors have a gold knob and I am not a fan of gold. It is not for me. I was kind of upset that the door was so black and the windows were kind of like a grayish color, but not a lot that I can do about it. I had such troubles trying to find something that I liked when it came to the actual building tools, like the windows and stuff, because I always do kind of like little test run of builds that I do, and trying to find something that I liked ahead of time was really difficult. Took me a long time to figure out the type of windows and doors that I wanted to use. So I'm hoping with the new city living expansion we do get a lot more building options. So that'll be nice. And here I am placing all of the doors. Now I did make the kids' rooms pretty small. I didn't realize how small they were until I started decorating them and I was like, ooh, these are pretty tiny. Oh, and I love this color. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. I would love to paint my house red. I actually have a red and gray bedroom, but I think this color would look really good in my house. But red is such a hard color to paint. Oh, it's because it has like a clear base so that you can get that really like red color. So you have to paint like a bazillion coats. Or maybe it's not that it has a clear base. I think the problem when we painted my bedroom, actually, she gave the red paint a clear base, and that's why it took so long to paint my bedroom. But I think normally it doesn't take that long. My son's bedroom is themed up. It's like Pixar Up themed, and so one of his walls is orange. And that took forever to paint. I think there was like 7 coats. So there's something about like oranges and reds and like those colors that make them hard to paint. I don't know exactly what it is, but now this kitchen, OMG, I love this kitchen. It is so pretty. And I kind of went for a little industrial vibe. So the lighting and these kind of metal chairs, I think they go quite well together. And I'm just putting some kitchen decorations all around, making it look pretty. And I really like the little dining area too. Now, I used a lot of reward objects in this build, so if you're using this house for a challenge, please be aware that there are objects that might not be allowed for the challenge, or you actually have to earn the objects. Just letting you guys know. Now, I do change those lights right above the table. I do change them later on in the build. And these curtains, oh guys, I missed my CC curtains so much when I was placing these. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a build using CC, and I know somebody in the comments on my last build said that they'd like me to do a build with CC. The only problem with that is that I'd feel bad doing it and then not giving you guys all the links to the CC, so I'd have to do that. Oh, and those little tables fit really nicely over the arms of the chair, which is so cool because then you can put items on it. And I don't know, I think it looks really nice. I kind of was just like figuring that out while I was trying to place something in that corner. So I really like how the living room turned out. I think it looks really good, and I think it matches the whole modern-ish theme of the house. Okay, so there's a little jump in the footage here because I put books on that table, and then in the end I end up taking them off because I think it looks too homey versus being modern. And it took me so much time putting all those books on that table, so I just cut it out. I was like, it's not even in the end of the build anyway. All right, we are just coloring walls, coloring floors. I did put the same flooring throughout the whole entire build because it's probably one of my favorite floors. Now that I think about it, probably should have put linoleum or tile in the kitchen. Oh well. It is what it is. If you guys really hate the flooring in the kitchen, you can always change it. There's no CC in this build, so you can just download it off of the gallery and then just change it however you like. Now, this bedroom, oh guys, I learned from my last build, don't pick the color of your room. Don't pick any furniture before picking the bed, because the bed is going to determine what the room is going to look like, because we have such few choices. So I'm hoping City Living has more beds. And I know that there's a whole bunch of builders that are really upset about there not being any new beds in the game. Well, not being a whole variety of beds in the game, so I'm really hoping we get some new ones, because, I mean, with the kids' stuff, we only got the one bed. I need more. I need more. And I'm just putting like a little seating area in front of that window. Well, trying to find something that'll work. I actually really like how the master bedroom turned out. Speaking of the bathroom, I was taking the screenshots. I'd finished recording. I was taking screenshots, and I noticed I didn't decorate the bathroom. So the master bathroom isn't recorded, like the decorating of it, but the screenshots do have the bathroom in it. And I mean, it's just a bathroom. I mean, you see one, you've seen them all, really. The only really nice thing about it is that it has the triangle tub in it. So it has a triangle tub, a shower, and then your toilet and sink. And it's pretty cute. But yeah, you guys will see it in the screenshots. So I'm just trying to find items to put on this little shelf that we got with the kids' stuff pack. And it was rather difficult. So in the end, I just put 2 items on there, and then those perfume bottles I just put right there on the dresser. Now, I wasn't sure what to do with this space. This was the first thing I plopped down, and I was like, it doesn't look too bad. So I just kind of went with it. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Again, choosing the bed first and then the colors after. It's probably the best way to go. Now with these kids' rooms, like I said before, they are really small, so I had to be kind of creative with how I placed the furniture. So I ended up putting the bed on that side, and I put the end table at the foot of the bed because I didn't want the dresser I didn't want the Sims to have any problems getting into the dresser. And then this was really cool. I put the table right into the dresser like that, and it should function properly because the Sim Supply, James, he always does things like this, and his stuff is always working. I apologize if it doesn't work. I didn't really test anything because I'm pretty confident that it works, so my bad if it doesn't work. And I'm just putting some stuffed animals down for the kids. And it was hard for me decorating these rooms because I didn't want to over-decorate them. You know, sometimes there's just too much. Oh, the lights. Okay, so those little saucers are my favorite because they produce so much light. And as soon as you take them out of a room, the room goes dark. And I don't know why. Like, why do the lights have to be so crappy? And like sometimes they give off this weird, gross light. And so whenever I do these builds, I take out all of my mods so that I don't accidentally use CC, and then it's easier also to scroll through everything. But then I also take out like all of my mods for making the lights look brighter and making the yellow light go away. So I feel like sometimes the lights don't look very good. But that's just the way EA made it, and who knows, maybe in the future they'll have some sort of update for it. I think the reason that the lights are the way they are is because you're supposed to be able to upgrade. So the cheap lights give off cheap light, like the if I can talk, the cheap lights don't give off good light. There we go. So the whole point is to upgrade when your sim has more money. Oh, I love this office. I think it turned out so good. It's very simple, just the bookcases and that desk, and then just a couple lamps and a couple pictures, and I think it looks really good. It looks very, I don't know, I could see myself writing in that room. And I put a pretty nice computer in there too, because I didn't skimp out. On the teens' computer I did, but not in the study. And just putting some pictures and stuff in the living space, trying to make it a little bit more finished. And I decided that I didn't like that statue there, so I modded the statue to be back a bit. Okay, this room, at this point, I was pretty sick. I actually had to stop the recording multiple times to help Xander because he was sick, and he ended up waking up and staying up for a little bit in the middle of the night. And then, of course, I was sick. So there's actually multiple clips all meshed together. And anyways, I was so sick for this part of the build. Like, I was so nauseous. And I ended up going in this direction that doesn't match the house at all. It's very Victorian. There's like candles and it's so fancy. So I kind of imagined that there's like a grandmother or something that stays in the house, and she just can't handle this like modern look. She doesn't like it. It does not suit her. So I did the bathroom and that room very old-fashioned-y to suit her tastes. And I don't know, it kind of adds a little to the house, I think. Makes it a little fun. It's definitely a little storytelling tidbit. And there I am deleting the nice lights to replace them with the lights that match the build. Alright, and then this bathroom I decided to do very colorful and fun because this is going to be the bathroom the kids will be mostly using. So, and it was fun to use some of the colorful objects. And now we are going outside. This is the pool area, and I put lights all around the pool. At the end, I do show you guys what the lot looks like at nighttime, and I make sure to put a lot of lighting around the house so that at night your Sims can have fun outside and not bump into anything, because there'll be proper lighting. So this area here, I decided to do it especially for Grandma. So I'm thinking that this is kind of like an area that she can do her gardening and whatnot. There's a little fountain area, and then little plant boxes there. This actually was a nice little area to decorate. I had a lot of fun doing the plants in this area, and I think it turned out really well. Sorry if you can hear my cat meowing in the background. My cat Pumpkin is so vocal. She's a very vocal cat, and so if she wants something, she'll just meow and meow and meow and meow. Or sometimes if she doesn't want anything, she'll meow. She's just so vocal. And here I am placing more plants. I love the plants that we got with the romantic garden stuff. There was a lot of people saying, oh, the romantic garden stuff, I don't want to get that pack. It doesn't add anything to the game, but I use it all the time. The plants in that pack, oh, they're just so pretty. And just adding a little bit more decoration to the outside. And then I also put the lemonade tray and a little decoration. I think it has apples in it. I think. And then I also do a little counter set up with condiments for the barbecue. Now, this was so much fun. I don't usually use the, are they called topography? I don't know if that's what it's called, but I decided to use the little llama shaped bush in the back, and then I end up using the elephant in the front. And I thought that was so fun. I don't usually use that content, so it was fun to play with. And I decided that doing the landscaping is one of my favorite parts of building, just because it's so random and it makes everything come together and it looks so pretty. And I was going to do planter boxes on these windows, but then I chose not to, just because I didn't really think it went with the vibe of the house. In my test run, I did put planter boxes on the windows, but I decided against it in the final product. And I remembered a mailbox. Look at me go. Look at me go. You will notice in the screenshots I did change a couple things here and there, like I might have switched out an item or something, just because when I'm doing the screenshots it really allows me to look at the room and just make sure everything works. And so if something doesn't work, I will just switch it out then and there and then just take the screenshot. So that's just the way I roll. And we are going to be going into, or I'm going to switch it to night soon. Oh, right. So I changed the color of the roofs, and you'll notice in the back, I didn't change the two gables in the back, but I do change them for the actual gallery download. So those are changed. Just in case you were worried that I missed it. And I'm just adding some lights in the back, making it pretty. So if you do want to download this house, you can find it in the gallery under SamiSima. And I think I mentioned this before, maybe I didn't, but this build is actually named after my brother Schyler. So, yeah. I have 3 more siblings to go, and then I've done houses named after all of my siblings, so. And I just think this house, especially that little fountain area, I just love how that turned out. Love it. Oh, see that part there? I didn't put the boots and coat in the build like while recording. I was taking the screenshot. I was like, what was I thinking? Didn't put anything there? Jeez. And that's the bathroom. That's the bathroom that I was taking a screenshot of. I was like, there's nothing in the bathroom. I didn't even record anything. But anyway, guys, we are almost through the screenshots, so I'm going to leave you guys here. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I will see you Simas in the future. Happy simming!